I'm thinking that this book was touching and it was a lot to learn here. It was important. And I think the way she touched on race and its microaggressions and how it doesn't always have to be violent but can still be very traumatic is an important message to any reader. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my coffee now and then I'll be back. Hey guys, future Brianca here. I'm actually editing this video and it's hilarious because I don't look good at all in any segment of this video and I forgot my intro. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Brianca Jay. I do literary analysis, book reviews, and recommendations Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you like what you see here today, go ahead and hit subscribe because I'm here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going nowhere. But I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you can relate to this very real, unedited look that I have going on throughout. And if you do, give it a thumbs up. This is my first readathon and I would love to do more. Thank you. Okay, so this is my first reading vlog and I'm reading Such a Fun Age by Kiley Reid and I just finished part 1. So I know like the setup of the plot. And now we're gonna get into the deeper details, but overall it's really good. It's a really easy read. I probably could have got through this a lot faster, but with everything going on, yeah. Anyway, so now I'm on part 2 of the book and I'm gonna keep reading, but I think I'm actually gonna go get my car fixed. So I'll be back and let you know how part 2 went. Hey, okay, so wow, been reading a little bit kind of. Anyway, they're about to go to Thanksgiving. So Amira is about to like let these worlds collide. And like when that happened, it really made me think about the little fires everywhere, how everybody's connected. And I'm not done yet, but I'm seeing a small connection. And I like Little Fires Everywhere, I really did. I enjoyed watching it on Hulu. I didn't get to read the book before the show came out, so tell me if I should still read it anyway. But I'm seeing a little connection there and I want to see what happens. I'm curious to see what happens, but still very good. I especially love Alex's portrayal of Kelly. I think that really brought a lot of depth to his character. It answered a few questions you may have as a reader, so I like that aspect of adding that layer to it. And I also enjoyed like Kelly's version of Alex. Like I didn't agree with his perspective of her, but I thought it was a genuine perspective, and I thought he could have gave her a little bit more of a chance, considering her story of him. It was all very interesting though, and I'm just kind of thrilled to see how things go. I'm hoping to finish this tonight, so I'm just gonna run an errand, go to the bookstore real fast, and then I'll check back in with you guys. I'm on page 145 here. Also, look at this amazing, can you see that? This amazing bookmark that my friend made me, and then this is the mac and cheese my grandmother made me. I've been eating on it, so ignore that. But right here, I'm on page 145, and then I think I have, how many pages is this? I want to say it's a standard 300. It looks like about I'm at 291 here, so it's like standard commercial length. So basically I'm halfway through, so I feel confident I can finish this today if I just, you know, stay off of fucking Instagram. And we're all gonna just pretend I found a hair tie, but I just got to part 3. I made it home. Never actually made it to the bookstore. I did go to the flower shop and got me a new plant, but never to the bookstore. But anyway, as I showed you this plant, I just made it to part 3 of the book. Oh my god. So Kelly and Alex have just like figured it out. Amira still doesn't know. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm interested in what's gonna happen now. And yeah, so I plan on sitting down, spending my afternoon reading. So I bought me some some takeout here. And I'm just gonna sit on my couch downstairs because there's no TV down here, nothing to distract me. And just kind of read and relax. So yeah, I'm gonna read and then I'll check back in with you in a few. Okay, y'all, it's like 11 and I'm on page 250. And yeah, Alex is being weird as shit right now in the book. She's like taking things to a different level, and I don't know, Kelly is too. It's kind of getting really race of the liberals here. I'm getting a lot of like white savior tropes as well, and I'm feeling a lot of discomfort for like the protagonist Amira, and then just how she feels about the baby Briar. It's interesting though, like the way that they're handling Frace and the way that she's not is it's quite interesting. Anyways, I have like 75 pages left, and yeah, 75 pages left, so I'll probably be able to finish this tonight and do a real wrap up in the morning. But still, like, really good writing. She's bringing up some good points. I'm still getting little fires everywhere, like getting a strong relationship here. It doesn't bother me. It's like I liked it, but it's also you don't want that to happen. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, see y'all in the morning. It is now 6:40 in the morning. I need coffee. Let's do that. What are your thoughts? Okay, so for one, I finished the book. I think I only spent I had 20 pages left this morning, so I did finish the book. Overall, it was a good book. I do believe, like I said already, it had a lot of the similar tenets as Little Fires Everywhere. Like Alex's obsession with Amira was mad creepy, but so was Kelly's obsession and this like war of fighting over the black girl. And fetishism was uncomfortable, but can totally happen in real life. So I found the book to be very intriguing. Amira's loss of direction was interesting as well. The book was interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead, finish my coffee, process this, and then give like my final review. We'll see what it was, but overall I'm thinking that this book was touching and it was a lot to learn here. It was important, and I think the way she touched on race and its microaggressions and how it doesn't always have to be violent but can still be very traumatic is an important message to any reader. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my coffee now and then I'll be back. Alright guys, good morning. I'm in like my dressing room and I did not spend a lot of time creating a set. This is a vlog, guys, a vlog. So we're vlogging. But as I just kind of get ready for my day, I wanted to discuss the book. So yeah, let's have some chit chat while I get ready. Amira as a character, as like a black girl, was she a believable character? I think she was. I think she was believable more in the sense of I'm just a girl, I'm just figuring things out. 25 does feel like a lot of pressure. I think like 25 just had felt like a lot for me when I turned 25, so I could relate could totally relate to her like sense of like, I'm not sure, I'm looking for direction, but also I still very much want the independence of like making decisions of my own. And I love her for that. I loved her ability to like make her own decisions, and I loved her like relationship to Briar. I thought that was so innocent and so cute, and shows how like again, like racism doesn't have to be a thing, but then those relationships of inferiority and superiority and class and everything clashes, and you begin to just be like, what the fuck? It was just so much going on. Kelly as a fetishizer. And that brings up the age-old question I hear between like black women who always be like, if you date a white man, he's totally in it for like the wrong reasons. If you date a white man, then he's probably like just into black women for the moment. And then let's be honest, like I think we've all, well, I've heard at least enough stories from women of color where white men are saying like cringy shit to black women, like I've never been with a black girl before. And so I think that's the thing, but like Kelly didn't give me those vibes. I think maybe, you know, he was a little too millennial, like the whole pulling out the phone and recording, but other than that, he didn't give me bad vibes. He didn't give me the type of guy who was doing, who was in it to hurt her. Like, I do think it was problematic of him, like when they were like, oh, he only dates black women. But like, shit, I only date black men. Is it as much a preference? For me, it's like that's what's around. I don't know. For him, is he seeking out black women? Is he, I don't know. I can't tell you. I think those are one of the, it's interesting about the book. Like, I don't have the answers to that one. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's a universal answer. I think it's plenty of black women that date white men and get married and be just fine. And obviously, if they're doing that, I can only assume that they don't feel fetishized in their relationship. So Kelly, I think that is a person, but I don't think that is all people. But of course, we know that. I think Alex, her obsession was borderline erotic. No, like I just felt like her obsession with Emira was so borderline erotic that it gave me like a an LGBTQ book vibe. Like her just weird interaction with Emira. Like, it's weird because that's not the relationship they have. You know, we're employee, employer, but you are consistently trying to be like my friend or telling me how pretty I am. When she gave her the groceries, I was like, sis is wild. Like, I get she was just trying to be nice, and I think older black women have totally done that to me. I won't say that they haven't, and shit. And in Amira's position, I could see her needing the groceries, but it was just, it was a weird thing to do. And I guess it caught me because I was like, canned goods, like nobody's eating canned goods anymore. Like, we know that those types of foods don't have any nutritional value. Like, that's what stood out to me. Like, she gave her a can of some canned goods, but through our research, through our time and our progression in learning, we've learned that canned goods have very little nutrients. And I like to joke about the fact that it's like you're giving me fucking air, like you're giving me nothing. And I remember doing these canned good drives when I was in like elementary school and middle school. We would do canned good drives, and it would be like it would be this thing where we collect so many canned goods and you get like a free dance ticket or whatever. But as I got older, I don't eat canned goods. You know, I won't eat canned goods. I like to get fresh produce because the reality is that they have so much sodium in them, and they have been preserved in such a way that most of the nutrients that you would get from the vegetables doesn't even exist. You're giving a can of air. Well-intentioned, but zero fucking effect. And then that's exactly Alex though. Well-intentioned with zero effect. You gave this girl like a can of air. This relationship, this fake ass friendship is literally a can of air, fucking no type of fucking value to a mirror. I think that Alex got very selfish. I was just like, girl, you know what? Even in the end, when she checked her and was like, look, you shouldn't have did the video. I don't like that you released it. I think that was wrong. I mean, I think Amira handled it poorly and childishly, but I don't think that, I don't think it was a better way you could have handled Alex, because they had so many ideas of who this girl was. And then Tamara, like the friend, the black bestie who had all these ideas about how this young girl should live her life and her pretensions on like what success was, when reality is success whatever you make it. I think that if Amira doesn't want to go and become the first whatever the fuck or break down any glass ceilings, like that's her choice just as much it is Alex's choice to run her company, or you know what I'm saying, like everybody has a choice, and feminism needs to stop pushing that shit on everybody to be like the greatest career woman of all time. You can do whatever the hell you want. That's what freedom is. But that was just my take of the book. I would love to hear your take. Thank you. If you loved my first readathon, then yeah, that was effective. See you guys next time.